呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 141 of Jujutsu Kaisen, Ushiro no Shoumen. Ushiro no Shoumen. This is like the back side of the front, or the front side's back. That's sort of a meaning. And Okotsu has engaged with Yuji, trying to kill him, and that Naoya guy is fighting with Choso. So that's kind of what's going on here. There's Okotsu, there's Itadori. They had just tossed a car back and forth at each other. Mazu wa kono katana o nanto ka shinei to. As for first, this katana, something if don't do. So first must do something about this katana. So this is an implied double negative, shinei to, naranai or ikenai or whatever would come after that normally, but must do something about that katana first, or this katana first. B, so that is the katana barely grazing Itadori's cheek there. Juryoku de kyouka sae shitereba, hamono o soko made kowai to omotta koto wa nai. Okay, so with cursed energy, if doing strengthening, bladed items to that point, being scared, thought event, as for that not existing. So he's basically saying, as for the event of thinking or being scared of bladed items to that point, if doing strengthening with cursed energy, then the scariness doesn't exist. So in other words, he doesn't have to worry about them. And we're getting a flashback here with that one guy that they were fighting, as I guess like a reminder of that type of a thing. Demo, kono hito aete ni sonna koto itte tara. However, with this person opponent, with this human opponent, that's sort of a thing if thinking or if saying. So like, again, like if I say that for this kind of a person opponent, atoyoma ni namasu ni sarechao. In the blink of an eye, will be done into namasu or namazu. Su. Okay, it must be namasu. A dish of raw fish and vegetables seasoned in vinegar. Okay, yeah. So atoyomani means in the period that it takes to say ah, which we would say in the blink of an eye. But in the time that it takes to say ah, I'll be made into raw fish and vegetables seasoned in vinegar. Okay. So off he runs, jumping off the hood or whatever here and into this car. Okay, he sees something. There's a knife on the thing? I guess he's not looking at the seatbelt, right? Baba. Done. Zuza. Okay, so that's Okotsu done, bouncing off the hood. Zuza is Itadori sliding. King. Okay, so he picked up that blade, I guess, and that's what this keen is, like a metallic sound. So he's like blocking the blade or something here. Yeah, so he grabbed that blade. Knifeu, a knife. Knifeu, doko kara From where? So where did he get that? Yonku ka? Outdoor yo ka? Shumi no survival knife kana? Okay, that 4-wheel drive outdoor use interest of a survival knife, I guess. I mean, okay, so that 4-wheel drive, or then he calls it an outdoor yoka. So for outdoor use, he's talking about the vehicle, question mark. And shumi no survival knife kana. I guess it's a survival knife of shumi. Shumi can mean like hobby or interest. Yeah. Maybe like it's a hobby survival knife. Something like that. Or a survival knife for those preferences or for those likings. In any case. 特殊な呪具じゃないなら怖がるなくていい. A special cursed item because it isn't, or in the case that it isn't a special level cursed item, even if I'm not scared, it's fine. So in other words, I don't have to be scared. I don't have to be scared because it's not a special level cursed item, which presumably his katana is. She. Okay, so that's presumably Okotsu blocking these attacks. Bibiru na mae o sumero. Okay, I guess he's talking to himself. Bibiru is to be scared, to tremble, to be afraid, and he's basically saying, don't do that. So don't be scared, don't be afraid. Ma'ai o sumero. Pile on the being in close, I guess? Oh yeah, no, the sound effects are half the fun in reading these things. Ma'ai. Oh, ma'ai. Oh, the interval, the distance. Yeah, like close the distance. Tsumero. And again, he's giving an order, but he's talking to himself. So he's giving the order to himself. Yeah, pile on, pack on the distance. It really is like close the distance. Juryoku o komero. Okay, and komero is going to be to like imbue or to impart. So impart, imbue cursed energy. So he's like charging up the knife with cursed energy. Komero. Yeah, pack in. The I can't tell you the difference between this kanji and the normal use for komeru, which would be this kanji. Except that this is a very cool looking kanji because it has the radical for dragon here at the bottom and bamboo on the top. So that's a lot cooler than this, which is like, this is to enter and this is to move. So this has got dragons, so it's by definition cooler. Type ni yotte. Oh, now we're getting a flashback to Gojo. So Gojo's talking, we're getting more history lessons or lore lessons here. Type ni yotte wa emono no tsukai o jiku ni shugyo o susumeru n dakedo. Okay, so like as for depending on the type, the treatment of the emono. Yeah, the prey. The treatment of the no. Okay, I'm glad I looked that up. Normally I would think of emono as prey or game, but that's this kanji. Emono in this sense is a specialized weapon or skill. So the treatment of the handling of the specialized skill As for according to the type, jikuni. On the shaft, shugyo, that's training, progress. Like you must progress on training with the shaft and treatment of the weapon skill according to the type, presumably the type of weapon. Jikuni must mean something else here. In any case, Jugudama no. Jugudayori toka ni natte, shuryoku sousa ga orosoka ni natte mo iya da shi. Okay, Jugudayori. Dayori. No, that's not what we want. It's Tayori. Reliance upon cursed energy or cursed tools and things like that. Becoming that way. Cursed energy manipulation or use. Oroso ka. To negligence becoming is no good. Okay. Okay, so even if you become reliant on like the use of cursed energy, that's no good. Yeah. Okay, so like using cursed energy and becoming like becoming reliant on cursed tools, that's even if that becomes negligent, that's no good. So in other words, if you do this, you might become negligent, and that's no good. Wait, is that right? Jugudayori toka ni natte, juryoku sousa ga. Let me just double check and make sure here. Sousa is operation. Yeah. Okay. So the operation of cursed energy and becoming, I guess, reliant on cursed tools, even it negligently, even if it becomes that way, it's no good. Yeah. Something along those lines. Yuji ni koyo no wa mada saki kana? To Yuji, as for this sort of a thing, it's still ahead, I guess. Meaning like it's still ahead of where you are, what he's talking about, this sort of a thing. And we get here, Tozama wa okyu shochi. Tozama. I don't know. As for Tozama, it's emergency shochi, like cleaning up equipment. Yeah, emergency treatment, emergency measure. I think, is this a name? Tozama? It's been too long for me to remember. I think that seems vaguely familiar. This was many, many chapters ago, so I don't remember this anymore. I think that was the name of that blade. Yeah. This meant to slaughter, to massacre. We've got this kanji, which means to sit. Butchering, sitting. And then we've got this kanji, which means no, that's not right. Try that again. No, it's not that. Oops. Huh, weird. Oh, no, I don't think I did that wrong. I don't think it's that. It still would have come up. Okay, well, I can't figure out what that last character is. Anyway, I think that was supposed to be a name. All right, it's not important. Anyway, ging. So he's blocking again. It's the blades sliding on each other, which isn't good for the blades, but it's worse for Okotsu than it is for Yuji. Neratte nee en da yo. Not learning? Neratte. Nera is to learn or to get training. Oh, he's saying like I haven't gotten training in this. In other words, like he doesn't know what he's doing. Ishikiga. The not common sense. Consciousness, awareness. This is the phrase will continue on the next page. So he's saying consciousness, awareness, talking about Itadori. Katana ni ikisugi. It's awareness is going too much to the katana. Ka. And I guess that's not sure what that is. So anyway, your awareness is going too much to the katana, and he kicks him. Tada no mae geri ga nansu omosa da. Okay, a tada no mae kick. A like an average forward kick. Tada no mae. Yeah, I think Maya Geri is supposed to be like just a forward kick. So a normal forward kick is somehow heavy. Geho. So he coughs. In other words, right, he doesn't look like he's a lot, but that was a really heavy kick. Really powerful kick. Okay. Action shots. All right, that's Itadori's knife breaking. Bus. All right. Gago. Okay, so Itadori's knife broke, but he managed to step on the katana. Baki. And he gives a kick. Za. That's Okotsu sliding back. Kikiki. And that is the tip of the katana clanking on the ground. The kin. So he broke off the tip of the katana. Orareta was broken. Ma so dayone. Well, it is that way, isn't it? I guess so. Gojo sensei no oshiego damon. Teacher Gojo's student is. So he is a student of Gojo sensei. Hitosuji nawa ja ikanai ka? Okay. This is some sort of expression, like a trap with one knot or something. It isn't. Hitosuji. Yeah. Hitosuji nawa de wa nai. Not straightforward, not dealt with by ordinary means. I think that literally is... Yeah, hitosuji is like one long straight object. Like, so one piece of rope it isn't, which I guess is supposed to imply like you need many pieces of rope. So this isn't a one rope problem, meaning, again, it's not straightforward, not an ordinary thing. Kizu wa fukai. Now Itadori is thinking, as for the wounds, deep. Or as for the wound, deep. I think he's thinking about his own wound, and that would be this wound. Kizu wa fukai. The wound is deep. Kedo, but naizo dete ne. But the inner organs are not coming out. Inner organs not coming out. Sorede otagai marugoshi da. With this, it's mutually marugoshi. And marugoshi is a way to say like hand to hand, I think. Yeah, we're both unarmed without weapons. Okay. Something's suddenly coming up. Oh, is this what's her name? Yeah. Indeed. Nani shiteru no. What doing? What are you doing? So we did read through volume 0 before we read through volume 1, so we know who this is. Asonderu dake da yo, Rika-chan. Playing just, it is Rika-chan. So we're just playing Rika. So this is Rika. Again, if you want to hear the backstory and aren't familiar with it, go watch the 4 chapters of volume 1, which are a full book and do take a long time. Rika, nanda koitsu. So Rika, what is it as for this thing, or who is this thing, or who is this person? Shikigami, a divine spirit, or like a summoned spirit. Do kara dete kita, and from where came out? Where did it come from? Ukokene, can't move. Nante chikara da. What strength? Can't move. What strength? Osaete ne. Pin down, okay? Hold down, meaning he's talking to Rika. Hold him down. Oh. Tos. Well. It was cheap. Gomen ne. Sorry, Itadori-kun. Shh. Okay, so that's Sukuna, and suddenly Sukuna is surprised. Now, if I were to guess, I would expect something to happen. We'll see if it happens. Oh. Okay, so Sukuna is just smiling. And we're not going to get the resolution. Okay, back to Choso and Naoya. Gyua. Gosh. Oh. Vroom. Does he have the same ability as as that other guy? Oh, that is like a Zenin trick, right? The whole animation thing. Baring. Okay, not looking good for Choso. Hayai! Fast. So this is Choso thinking. Jutsushiki no tane ga marude wakaran. The type of technique, I guess, like it's as if not knowing or not as if not understanding. Koko made atto sarereba. Achira kara kaiju suru koto mo nai daro. Up until this point, the being overwhelmed from that direction kaiji suru. Kaiji, that's just like disclosure. Even the event of doing disclosure not existing, probably. Yeah, so this is Choso, I think, thinking this. So again, like, it's as if I'm not understanding the type of technique, meaning that he's using up until this point, being overwhelmed, me being overwhelmed from that direction, meaning from him, even the event of doing disclosure not existing, probably. In other words, he's probably not going to tell me what it is. Byakuren dokoro no hanashi de wa nai. As for being the story of the point of doing byakuren not existing. So he's basically saying, like, this isn't a point or place to be doing byakuren, which, as we saw from last time, it was the 100 whatevers. 100 stiffenings. Taigai de no ketsueki sousa ga marude kinou shinai. Outside of the body's blood manipulation, as if ability not doing. He's using this marude, which usually means as if, as though something were the case. So again, like, outside the body, blood manipulation, again, as if functioning not doing. So it's like as if my manipulation of blood outside the body isn't functioning. Shibuto. Okay, so shibutoi or shibui is to be shibutoi, tenacious, not shibui. Shibutoi, tenacious, tough, stubborn. Maji de nan kimi. Seriously, like, who are you? Anisa, big brother. Junin kyodai no sa, of 10 brothers, or 10 siblings. I'm the eldest brother of 10 siblings. Okay, that might be. We knew that there were other of those little creatures. I don't know that maybe we knew, like, a long, long time ago that the number was that big and that just 3 were stolen. Anyway, oldest of 10 siblings. Sekirin yakudo sai. And he pulls on some sort of attack that's doing this. This is red scale. And that was the flowing, manipulating thing. And what was the sai here? Let's just look this up. Oh, wait a minute. No, how's this going to work? You know what? It's probably this way. Noru. Oh, that's right. It's that to be placed on. So placing something on. Replacing, spreading, boarding, that sort of a thing. So red flow. Was the yakudo a word? Yeah, lively motion, throbbing. So this is the red scale throbbing, and this is like placing on or that sort of a thing. Okay, that is the end of that chapter. We get a Yuji. So we're just getting simple sketches of the characters here now. There we go. That was the end of 141. So next time we'll read 142. This will be the last chapter of this volume coming up. So we'll look at any art at the end and do a preview of volume 17 next time.